I would like to welcome you all to our 7th Annual Palestine Advocacy Days.
This year we are virtual and have broken a record in all of US history by being the very first to organize a Palestine advocacy event with all 50 states.
When AMP first began this event in 2015, we started out with no less than 15 attendees, and now in 2021, the number of attendees grew by 5,000%. From all 50 states in this nation.
Americans for Justice in Palestine Action is a new political advocacy organization affiliated with AMP.
AJP Action is a project of American Muslims for Palestine. This is our commitment to continue to build and to put forth an agenda that will transform policy and approaches to Palestine moving ahead.
As the world's most powerful democracy, we have a responsibility to advocate for oppressed people around the world. But the calls to support our Palestinian brothers and sisters have often been silenced and even ignored. And I think that that's changing. It's clear that it's changing.
I know that we all know the struggle for liberation is not an easy one, and the Palestinian people are fighting every single day against racism, against occupation that is so violent, and of course, the painful apartheid.
The cause for the Palestinian people is very much on the minds of the younger generation of Americans, and is among a growing number of members of Congress.
Congress must do more to protect the human rights of the Palestinian people and ensure that taxpayer dollars are not funding oppression and injustice.
I urge President Biden and my colleagues, quite frankly, on both sides of the aisle, to do the right thing and be change agents for the Palestinian people.
You know, I will not accept progressive except for Palestine any longer. If you're progressive, you must be supporting human rights for all, including for the Palestinian people.
AJP Action presents Representative Rashida Tlaib, the Champion of Palestinian Rights Award.
I'm truly honored to be sharing this award with all of you activists on the ground that have been doing this work way before I got elected to the United States Congress.
AJP Action presents to Representative Andre Carson, the Champion of Palestinian Rights Award.
Wow, what an honor. Are you kidding me? I mean, listen, I know other awards are a big deal, but this is a big deal.
There seems to be a massive gap between the direction American society is going, and I wouldn't argue that we've reached a critical mass, but definitely heading in the right direction when so far as Palestinian rights and understanding the Palestinian narrative, and U.S. policy.
I would say the dams are in the process of breaking. I think we're seeing that in the polling. We're seeing that in private conversations.
That there is a change, and the most significant I see is within the Jewish community that is daring to break the mold and to say no. And at the same time within the human rights community that is global. And now the questioning also within the evangelical groups is very important. There is still impunity. Israel still acts without accountability.
The challenge now becomes, how do you translate these cracks, right, into actually, letting the full dam fall and letting the ramifications go forward?
There is no going back. Our backs are no longer against the wall. I want us to believe in this. I want us to believe in this because we are seeing how the trajectory is shifting in America and how the dynamics are changing. I want us to believe this in this because we draw on the Palestinian resilience and steadfastness.
It takes courage and boldness to achieve this. That's why I'm grateful to AJP Action and American Muslims for Palestine for your leadership in this effort.
So it's your activism, mashallah, that has continued to work to really, truly get us closer to Palestinian liberation, and I can't thank you enough. Assalamu alaikum.